Welcome back to our monthly Ottawa real estate market update. I'm Nick Funditis. As we step into July, the complete data from June 2026 is officially in, and it reveals a multi-speed market. If you're reading broad headlines claiming the market is either completely booming or at a total standstill, they're missing the nuances. Now in June, Ottawa saw 1,258 total homes sold. While that is a slight seasonal step down from May, our total sales volume crossed 941 million. To put that into perspective, we're actually outperforming the 5-year historical average for June, which sits at roughly 912 million. The macro market is resilient, but the real narrative lies in how differently individual property types are behaving right now.
Thanks, Nick. To understand what it really feels like for a buyer or seller on the ground, we have to look at our inventory reservoir. In June, 2,702 listings hit the market, bringing our total active inventory to 4,574 homes combined. This puts our sales to new listings ratio at 47%. Across all property types combined, Ottawa sits at 3.64 months of inventory, technically keeping us in a seller's market. If you look at timelines, the median days on market is 21 days. This means that half of the homes listed are taking 3 weeks or less to sell, while the other half requires more patience. However, averaging these numbers hides a massive divergence between different property styles. So what does this data mean for your real life strategy? Well, if you're a first-time buyer or an investor looking to purchase a condo in the core of Ottawa, the market is handing you a rare window of leverage. With nearly 6 months of inventory, you have negotiating room and the ability to include protective conditions such as financing or status certificate review. You also have the time to choose a location that cuts down your daily commute. For move-up buyers, families currently living in a townhome who want to transition into a detached home, for example, the strategy requires careful execution. Your current townhome is in high demand, low inventory bracket, meaning it will likely secure strong interest quickly if priced appropriately. However, the detached home you want to purchase is also in a competitive seller's market. Timing your sale and purchase perfectly is critical to avoid making costly mistakes.
Exactly, Chelsea. There is a sharp contrast between low-density housing and the condo apartment segment. Let's look at the numbers. Detached homes remain a highly competitive market. We saw 598 sales in June alone, with a steady median price of $849,000 and just 2.9 months of inventory. Semi-detached and row unit townhomes are an even tighter market. We're sitting around 2.7 months of inventory with 347 sales and a median price hovering around $613,000. Both of these segments are sitting firmly in a seller's market. Demand for highly functional family space is very high. But turn your attention to condos and you'll find it to be a completely different landscape. June saw only 159 sales, with a median price that dropped to $360,000. Condo inventory has climbed to 5.84 months of inventory. This means we're firmly in a balanced market, which is leaning closely to a buyer's market.
The takeaway here is clear. The Ottawa real estate market isn't a single blanket trend. It is a collection of hyperlocal micro markets behaving independently. Now, working with a team that interprets data at this granular level, that ensures you don't overpay in a segment where you hold leverage or underprice an asset that the market is starving for. So if you want to know exactly how these June numbers apply to your specific neighborhood and your specific home, or if you want to map out a clear timeline for your family's next move, send us a message or visit our website at nickfunditis.ca. We are here to provide clear, honest guidance so you can make decisions with confidence. Thank you for watching, and the team and I will see you next month.